Voice one. Okay. There we go. Hello. Um, I, well, I'm Mox, and I just achieved affiliate in on Twitch. Thank you, all y'all, for that. Um, I have about an hour before I gotta go to this club that I go to. It's just a bunch of just some dudes, and we get together and talk about anime and hang out at the card shop. And so I was like, you know, why? I'll just do it. I have a little project that I'm working on for the group. And I was like, I'm just going to do like, I think it was fitting. Why is my thing lit up? That's bugging me. To do just chatting because I've never done a just chatting one before. So I was just going to work on this while I was on stream because, hey, I did it. I'm affiliated. So anyway, I'm working on what I'm working on is an anime. Like right now, I'm working on the player's handbook. Basically, I'm just honestly, it's me and Gemini, me and Google Gemini building a taking the D&D 5e player's handbook and basically rewriting it with anime characters, with anime like classes, basically. And I'll just go over what's going on so far. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is what we got. I mean, it's basically it's pretty basic as far as the beginning is concerned. Like this is even I mean almost a carbon copy. It's literally says it's built on the skeleton of fifth edition. So you get your die roll and basically goes over that whole thing. Um, you got core attributes, gives a breakdown on that. So there's a little bit different um of a thing. Like there's uh the essential limit. It's something that it came up. Me and Gemini came up. Gemini really came. It's pretty neat. Um, so I mean, I don't know if you can read that very well. Let me see if I can. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Maybe. Um, yeah, I love it. I it decided to name it the protagonist creation guide, not the character creation guide, which is funny. So, um, we got basic stuff. You decide what your character's gonna be. I mean, if you watch anime, you can pretty much track what you're gonna be. Um, so and then you just determine your scores. So I mean, this is kind of backwards a little bit. I think you would determine what your race and class would be first, and then you determine your scores. But everyone in the group has played D&D before, so we're in. Hey, thank you. I don't know what. That was the craziest noise I've ever heard, but thank you. I appreciate that. Um, now it's normal. Anyway, so it gets more exciting once you get down to like why it's all anime. All right, so like let's get to the races. Let's get to the races because it's fun. Um, so here are the races. So we have 8 right now. We have Gemini, and I. Oh, she's basically my girlfriend. Like, so right now we have demi-humans, which I mean, if you've ever seen like uh Rise of Shield Hero, you know that about demi-humans and their knack for growing quickly and all that. Core bound, which, if I'm not mistaken, is what we yeah, they're like the Dragon Ball Z of this. So like they're like Saiyans and stuff. Um Quirkborn, which is, if you've ever watched My Hero Academia, you know what quirks are. Um Vessel is like Jujutsu Kaisen. Um Soul Resident. So this is my favorite part of it so far, is there's a Soul Eater basically idea, which if you know Soul Eater at all, you know that it's a duality thing. Like there's a Meister and a weapon, and so we don't know if anyone's gonna take on this idea, but I hope someone does. I'm DMing it, so I probably will play a character, but like for the most part, I'm DMing it. But I'm hoping like there's like a couple or some friends that are like not so like keen on D&D yet, or not good at D&D yet, that decided to do this, because it's broken. They're separate like races, but they you can play them like by yourself with an NPC, or play them together is the idea. So it's the Soul Resonant, which is the Meister, and then the Morphic Ornament, which is the weapon. And which I thought it was super cool how they came up with that idea. And the Outworlder, so it's like Isekai, like and the Homunculus. If you've ever seen Fullmetal Alchemist, you know what a Homunculus is. The classes are the crazier part. We got Aegis Tank, which is pretty self-explanatory. Rise Shield Hero from sword and board type situation. Um, Contractor. What does it compare the Contractor to? Um, yeah, we even have subclasses now. This is great. Contractor is like a little, I don't know. I'm trying to think of what the best comparison there was. I don't even text me. Sorry. Maybe they'll text me. I don't even know there. Like whatever. Ego Manifest. This is she went actually Gemini. I told Gemini to come up with a class on her own to add, and she went she went all the way to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I was like, what? So there's that, and then Evoker, which is battle mage type stuff. Um, that wasn't all of them, was it? No, there was still missing some, and that's why we're doing this right now, because we gotta go back through these. So that was only 4 classes. Oh yeah, yes, we need all that straight into the next part. So right now I'm just like compiling. We had all this conversation like prior, and like breaking down some of this stuff, and now it's like what I'm telling it to do is just literally spit out the copy and paste like versions of all the parts of the book. So this is obviously the classes part of the book. And I'll bring the book up here in a second. We'll look at what the next part's gonna be. She's still working on it. You got it, girl. I believe in you. I'm gonna just wait. So yeah, this is kind of the weird shit that I do. You know, lots of little projects. I'm a nerd. All right, so here we go. I'm just gonna copy all this and then paste it, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna delete the last part because I don't. So next. Oh yeah, we did have way more classes actually. Yeah, I should just tell you. And so it's great because it's like doing it in good formats and stuff. Yes, Gemini, all the classes. I've been using AI for like everything. And I discovered, I don't know if you know, streamer here, but I discovered AI Alicia the other day. And I will be paying for AI Alicia. She is way too cool. Yes, all of them. All right, well, I don't know. I need to get this done because I gotta go there in like 45 minutes. So I'm gonna stream and just kind of crank this out. But I'll be back later tonight. I just say that. See you around. Where?